Yo, what's up, internet? So today what I want to do is talk about AI art and its effect in the arts community, mainly because I ran across this article where an artist from Colorado, where I am actually, won first place in an art competition at the state fair. And he won the art competition with AI generated art. So he basically went to the platform called Midjourney and threw in a couple of phrases, and it generated about 900 different renditions or renderings of his phrase, and he sifted through those 900 sort of different renditions and basically chose three. He then tweaked the three and added more stuff to it. I think it was like 90 hours he sort of worked on tweaking it and adding more stuff to it, but then submitted it and won first place. So he got like $300, and then he also put it up for sale for about $750 as well. But the entire thing just sparked some controversy, and basically the judges said that they didn't know that it was AI generated art, but if they knew from the beginning, they would still award the artist first place, because it's more about just the art and sort of the story and the energy that the piece gives off. So this actually sparked a real interest in looking into AI art. So I went on the Midjourney website platform. It seems like it's sort of closed for beta, but you can see some of the results that others who have had access to it came up with based off of their prompts. And these are just regular people throwing in random sort of phrases or things that they want to see come to life, and you're able to see the results. So it seems like a lot of the work that's being generated is really high quality, and it's sort of based from an AI algorithm that sort of sources it from the web and other artists as well. So that gets into the issues of ethics when it comes to like, where are you sort of pulling your inspiration from, especially when it's an algorithm you're just throwing a phrase into. So I thought that was like an interesting look into it. But I went into more of a deep dive into some other platforms as well. One of the platforms that I looked at was called Dalle 2. I believe it is, the website is openai.io, and this one seems to be really popular and seems to also do really high quality work, and it's one that you're able to have access to, I believe, immediately, because I think they open it up to the public. This one is basically the same, where you throw in a phrase or a sentence and it comes up with an image that you're able to sort of have different variations on. So this one I put in pink chair made of pineapples placed on grass. So when I threw that in there, it took a minute to sort of try to generate images, and it gave me a couple different images, but they all sort of have the same theme of what I put into the engine. You're able to do multiple searches, so I did another one for orange hammer smashing an orange fruit with splashes, and it came up with this, where like one of them was like the hammer was an actual orange smashing another sort of orange or clementine, and it is basically trying to figure out exactly what I was thinking and creating a ton of different variations from the prompt that I put in there. It also will allow you to upload photos as well and sort of make variations off of that. So I uploaded some graphic designs that I've done. So like I use my God of Color series that are portraits, colorful portraits, uploaded that just to see what type of variations it would come up with based off of my aesthetics, and I was surprised about what it came up with. They all have sort of like the same theme of what I did originally, but you can kind of tell where they differ. And like the one all the way to the right over here is like, I actually like it, in terms of being more illustrative. So this is one where I was like, okay, let me actually save that to the folder for next time for some inspiration. But you can kind of see like where this, can help in some ways, and where this can really hurt if you're a bad actor trying to duplicate someone else's work, or an agency trying to duplicate someone else's work. This can be a huge problem. But for me, if I'm doing my own work like this is a really interesting concept in terms of, I did a piece, but I have a creative block. Where can this go further? A lot of these, I probably wouldn't do, but some of the stuff that comes out of it is really interesting. And one thing that this Dalle does is that you can actually do variations of stuff that it already sort of did a variation of. So like you can go even deeper into making variations of what came out. So I used the one all the way to the right and clicked on the variation, and it came up with these. So it's like further trying to figure out exactly sort of like my style and try to, mix match stuff and throw stuff here and there and see what it can come up with. So I was super really just stoked on, just seeing exactly what an algorithm would do with my work. Even though this one kind of looks like Frankenstein, sort of like a rendition of it. But, a lot of this stuff right here is kind of like I can actually, do something with it. So for me, this AI journey that I just been going down the rabbit hole in on these different platforms have been sort of eye-opening, mainly because it sort of flirts the line between, what is computer-generated graphic arts and what is, art that we have known for a long time. So for this, I see this being a valuable tool that is not going to go away. I can see a lot of graphic designers use this for maybe clients where you don't want to go to a stock photo website and you want to sort of create something a lot more original. You can type in something here and create something based off of that prompt that's a lot more original than just taking stock photos. So I see it sort of tackling that area. I can also see it being a place where you get creative block as a regular artist and you're trying to figure out something new, a new concept, or how to switch things up. You can always throw your initial concept in here and add something to it and just see exactly what it comes up with that you didn't even think about. So this is definitely something that I would be like, okay, this is a valuable tool that I can kind of use in my practice whenever I'm sort of like trying to think of some concept design. And one other thing this does as well is that you're able to go into those variations and actually add other stuff to it. So you're able to sort of use that tool to sort of erase that area and throw a prompt in there and say, hey, I want, hoop earrings, and then it generates hoop earrings or different variations of what it thinks hoop earrings are in that area. I then tried a couple more of my pieces just to see what type of variations I can get, and like I said, like I'm really stoked on seeing exactly what this can do. One thing that I found that a lot of these AI generated art platforms do is that each time you search, it requires a credit. So every time I'm searching right now, it's taking a credit from my account. So I get 30 free on Dalle, but if I run out, I have to buy more credits. And that is sort of the business model that they're trying to sort of build on, is you having to buy more credits to do more searches. So that, you really have to make sure that you're throwing in the correct words or the words that you think would result in the best sort of rendering of what you want. But it all seems to be surrounded around the idea of using credits each time you're using the algorithm to create art. I did another search on another platform called Night Cafe, and it seems like when you do a search, you're able to buy prints of whatever results that come up as well. So it seems like there's a ton of different ways that they're trying to generate income and revenue from you using the algorithms. So this is a really interesting conversation when it comes to even the different platforms, because this one, you're able to even dictate what type of style your prompt will sort of be rendered in. So, cyberpunk or oil painting or cubist or fantasy, gouache. So I don't want to take up all your time on this video. I think there is definitely more discussion to be had based off of like where the art world sort of puts this AI art and just talking more about, some of the resources, because like I said, like this is something that I think can really be useful in different parts of your practice, but using this as a tool and not a be all end all for sort of like art creating, because there's a lot of issues when it comes to using artificial intelligence to create art, because every platform is just using what it sees online as a foundation to pull from when they generate the art. So things like copyright comes up. So hopefully you'll like this video and you want to sort of talk about this more. Definitely throw in the comment section your thoughts. So this is something, like I said, I want to have more discussion on. And then I will see you guys next time. Peace.